take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining worth.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue, guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim. Like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy.
Someday you'll pay the price.
A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since not the actor, but the year we's effort. Not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns its words to mirth from Babel. Since 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice, you vouching for the enemy, but
someday you'll pay the price.
Look, my father ain't have a father cause of dope, I'm anti-politics. Cause Christ died from a vote. How the richest nation locked the homeless up for being cold. How ironic they relating smoking weed to getting stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this sword back wet with a vesta dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brother's lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brother's lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. I can't serve another God. Cold-blooded.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it, I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me, I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. put me in the Supermax. I get super jacked, working out every day. Canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe. My brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. But only make it worse, is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
Jay-Z, you know the chop. I.S.U.P.K. Badness no sad. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Whoopi bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one back this prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot misplaced, the key them in your head stop misbehaved. Crack his face, the key never tell us so we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this place. War with them bunny like plastic plate. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take beat up, we no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart them bad as them wake up. Take care boss boy, head top shake up. So tell a pussy hold down, violate us. No care where your status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one Westling bigger than NATO. Man we bust it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Whoopi bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot gasket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face. The key never tell us so we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get through the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P.K. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty, nigga.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spending. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvature on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on a calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like Menage. Sippin' like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I called up King Ty. He said, what's up? I said, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is setting. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in.
Already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's one West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel room. You know what I mean?
This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grades. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck, you can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud, straight up out the base.
Where's he going with this shit? Cause tonight you belong to me. I'm from One West headquarters. Follow my captain's orders. Live in the land of pain and torture. No straw, but they want their mortar. Tell Trump, fuck borders. P.S. Prepare for slaughter. Never take their sons and daughters. Never give them alls in return. Niggas never wanna learn. Till they laying in the urn. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. You got to burn. Even if I gotta go with it. So fuck it, is you with it? Niggas never feel froggy, they just wanna rip it. If I see a bad bitch, then I gotta rip it. Your lip looking like the Red Sea when I split it. Tell me why that flow so vicious. Every time he switches, beat a nigga ass like mama did with switches. You niggas looking real gay. Where are the bitches? I mean, where are the sisters? Better stay away from witches. That's a brouhaha. Love me as she brew ya. White people he brew now. If you didn't know, then you do now. You belong to me. Yeah. Alright. This nigga's bonkers. From the same city as the Knickerbockers. Name ring bells from here to Yonkers. Or Nicaragua. You niggas too thirsty, you need some agua. I ain't talking Fina. When they kill my dog, I ain't hear shit from Peter. These niggas talk Kent, but they really mean FEMA. Captain cut his eye, got more stripes than Adidas. If you ain't a bad bitch, then get the fuck off my penis. 1-2 step with a meat tree drip. Keep my circle tighter than my meat tree is. If I don't fuck with you, you a piece of shit. When I dip, you dip, we dip, we dip. This the type of shit that I sing to my bitch. No 6ix9ine, we don't sing no snitch. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. You belong to me. It's you, baby. One more time. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. Cause you belong to me. One more time for the ladies in the back, eh? One West.
Yeah. I'ma do it when you afraid to do it. I'ma say what you ain't gon' say. I'ma tell you what you need to hear. This life, they got us fucked up, man. Real fucked up. Look. Feel me one time. Look. Yo. I know struggle, I know pain. I know my people strung off with the dope to cope with the long days. I know this place called America. I know this place where they deal with us like homeland terrorists. I know this place got us fucked up. I know this place got us positioned so we never try to stand up. I know this place wanna see me sleep. And when it come to my people, they love to see a black man weep. But it's survival of the fittest. And when it comes to the Lord, best believe we gon' get it. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lives. Rise Israel, rise. Rise Israel, rise. Yeah, look, this ain't a place you wanna be, where you can surrender from a flea and still be dead in the streets. This white man, he play for keeps, and when it comes to his love, you should never wanna see. I want war, fuck peace. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want them dead in the streets. Yeah, so prepare them troops, because my king come through, he gon' show you what it do. Death to all you other nations, you had a hand in the equation for this hell I be facing. See, man, y'all think it's a game when we bring it to you like this, man. I gotta give you the truth. When they lie to you, you love the lies cause it tastes sweet. But it's truth bitter, and it hits you straight in the core, man. But you need it. One West shit. Now, I got the pleasure to introduce you to that Philly barbarian. Hey yo, Salakia Cat, you had something to say?
Rise Israel. All this pain and it's hard to cope. Your situation stay the same, so it's hard to hope. You say you tired of moving cane, now they call you broke. There's new rules to the game, you ain't hardly know. So that's why you gotta play it smarter. I'd rather die on my feet as a man than a martyr. That's just a lesson for my daughters. Just know their father gave his life just to build you a fortress, so you would always be protected. Just know you living in a world where you gon' feel neglected. I tell you while you young, just so you'll expect it. And when that fake love come, you can reject it. But this is hectic, give me one more second. I just hope you make the same choices and never reckless. I don't want you losing your innocence prematurely. For you, I'll be judge, executioner, and the jury. And just know you worth all the diamonds and all the jewelry. Every single ruby, and never shine way that you be. That's why if they wanna hurt you, they gotta go through me. And even if I can't be by your side physically, I just want my baby girls to rise out this misery. That's why I be working and despise every enemy, cause they wanna separate our bond and our memory. So I fight for victory, and I fight for pain, and I fight so you don't have to ever do the same. Until I rise again.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. Warm to the vaccine when the pot clean. Operation need vaccine. We say vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. Warm to the vaccine for the crack fiend. Warm to the vaccine for give vaccine. We afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. Little ghetto youth fall up like napkin. We need a vaccine at the ghetto car. Our struggles are no similes and no metaphor. Every ghetto youth dream of we get a car. Buy a house, try make it out, no get so far. Nuff no live so long, we get vaccine. Ghetto people no want to no vaccine. If it's not a vaccine, for we stop cream and can live a better life and stop dream. For the youth them way in a jail house, we still no get charged, can't get no bail out. We say vaccine, what for make no see road quarantine. Cause we want to do that. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. One to the vaccine for the crack fiend. One to the vaccine for give vaccine. We afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. Little ghetto youth fold up like napkin. We need a vaccine for real, cause some evil people, them be with leaders. Foot power next time for you no ease off. Me no trust Babylon, we need a vaccine. For them stop, deceive the poor and every workplace start. Give people more vaccine. Me nah lie, we need the cure. For police stop, kick in we door. We need a vaccine for bust the aisle mill. Fi cut the pipe in, look how long I'll price drop, but JPS I give you some fuckery like Billy Walla who no fit. Go hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. UPK got the vaccine. Mr. General Yan have the vaccine. General Myman have the vaccine. Big Captain Mashak got the vaccine. Hey, Nayatak got the vaccine. Hey, Abada one got the vaccine. Hey, Akaya got the vaccine. Bakawar got the vaccine. Hey. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. One to the vaccine when the pot clean. Corporation need vaccine. Me say vaccine. Vaccine.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. My hymen say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter, the lies are sweet. Tried everything, I guess me and Yahanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time, this Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check, 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. Shit call me 47, praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame, ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign, loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king, them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. That's right. Bring that hot
shit. Yeah, boy. All right. Today's the day we're going to pray for Babylon's fall and that all the BS ends tonight. Because Israel going through hell in this damn kingdom, boy.
Right. That's right.
They shooting niggas in their bed for fun. Like, what do you call that? Fishing in a barrel or shooting fish in a barrel? That damn no-knock warrant, boy. No, buy a dog, black man. Buy a dog and chain him by the door. What's good on Akim? You have a shabak thumb.
How about you, my shabak thumb?
What it do? What it do? What it look like?
Good.
I'm getting some energy over here. In the meantime,
like another thing to sell.
Yeah, I mean, what we looking like? What we looking like? I know Ash was telling me with a couple of stories he wanted to bring out. You know, that was off the list.
If I may, sir, I noticed that there was a story on this fentanyl.
The fentanyl?
Yeah, but there was another story. I don't know if y'all heard about how the HBCUs are being threatened with bomb scares.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I definitely saw that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna send it to Zaka Imad.
Yeah, send it to me too if you don't mind too, please. You know what I mean? You'll know how we do it Saturday night. We had a slight delay. You know what I mean? Slight delay to water to y'all for rocking with us. You know what I mean? Holding it down for Commander GEN.YAHANNA Saturday night. General Haas, holding it down for him too, always rocking with us. You know what I mean? General's rolling strong, so we're going to hold it down. You know what I mean? I think we have, we have Captain Natha, Captain Ash, Captain Khan. You know what I mean? Officer that. Now we're rocking and rolling. I think the Don has to going to try and jump in. You know what I mean? You captains out there, if you don't make it to your spot, you know what I mean, and you're trying to jump on for a little bit, you know what I mean? Say the word, you know what I mean? Say the word, like and share. Shalom, Shabbat, and Pete, always rocking inside. Danisha Jones, Shalom. What else we have here? John Johnson. Lynn Trader, Yabashan Shabbat. Dwayne Davis, you know what I mean? Got a whole lot of people on the inside, you know what I mean? Just Music, Legit Pro, you for sure Legit Pro with that one, boy. Pay your ties, tell them again. Yeah, man, pay your ties, you know what I mean? Rocking and rolling, so we're gonna rock with y'all tonight. It's a little late one, but like and share and like, push it in all them groups. You know what I mean? Let Israel wake the hell up because good night, boy. We in bad shape. We absolutely in bad shape. You know what I mean? What a story. Go ahead. Yeah. Anyone, you know what I mean? And y'all could jump into it, anything y'all,
So if I may, just real quick, February 14th, don't buy them chocolate hearts, don't buy them cards. Don't buy them flowers. What you want to do, if you're Black, Latino, Native American Indian, what you want to do is get into one of them classes to come and get down with your brothers and sisters to remember the Purim in Hebrew, to remember what went down in the Persian Empire. For you to understand the history of what we suffered during the Persian empires, if it's just reminiscent or parallels what we're going through right now in this empire. We suffered it then in the Persian Empire, repeated it again, but on the extreme level in the American Empire. So don't forget, the hell with the chocolates, like I said, and all the candy and all that. Forget that. Let's get down for the Lord. That's all I want to say.
Damn right. We break hearts on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Listen, don't buy the heart on Valentine's Day. Go buy the surveillance camera now, so you can know what the hell going on Valentine's Day. Don't be the man to walk in the damn house and it sound like her, but she ain't never make them noises with you. You'll never recover. You'll never recover. You're gonna go kill every baby with wings. Keep it but dead after that shit.
If I could add on to that, and just remember, you're gonna get kicked out the house because she ain't gonna love it anyway. They're gonna kick you right out the house, brother.
Yep.
One place you won't get kicked out if you stand with the Lord is in the house. If you
That's
stand with
right.
Damn right. She's fine. That bitch you caught a wife, she's going to kick you out. Expect that.
They're busy. They're busy worrying about breaking some dumb broad heart. We done broke the Lord heart several times over and played the whore on him. You know what I mean? And played the whore in not in even a secret, but boldly, like and you know, clean up ourselves good. We assalamu alaikum with the accent. You know, well, assalam and roll the tongue and bismillah rahim and talk. You know, we done totally dive into our lovers on the Lord. And now you busy trying to, please some dumb slut you done, thought you had on February 14th. The Lord gonna break your heart. You know what I mean? On February 14th, there's gonna be a lot of slow slinging and flower bringing for the wrong reasons. It's gonna be rough. Right. It's gonna be a rough thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. So what we looking like, Akim? What story you like first?
We go to first one. Whatever y'all want to go with, I'm with it.
You want to talk about that HBCU situation, or?
Yeah, definitely the HBCU. And I would like to get that brother who got shot in the bed, boy. I think it's right on his couch. With serving that no knock warrant, they say, and they let off on the brother. Like that's just supposed to be illegal all the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could find Saddam in a hole, but you had to go kick in somebody's house at night,
right?
To make sure it's them. Because you could find Saddam who's staying in a damn hole. You know what I mean? If you want, let's get that first one real quick. Yo, you're rock with us. I know we started a little bit late, but let's make it good, man. Let's make it good, Israel. It's never spoiled at all. You know what I mean? So like and share, tell everybody tune in. Send it to all your friends, all your pastors, politicians. Send it to everybody.
That's right.
So Israel knows the party always start late anyway.
Yeah, that's how it be. That's exactly how that bitch be. Hold on. Yeah, so let's go with it. Let's go with that on HBCU.
Yes, sir. I'll read it right now.
Yes, sir. I ain't pull it up just yet.
Right, I'll put it up. This is from the Atlantic Black Star where it says, there's a connection to all of this. Bomb threats affecting HBCUs have students and alumni concerned. The FBI is investigating a series of bomb threats lodged towards HBCUs across the U.S. The threats have students and faculty alike on heightened alert. I follow all of the HBCUs, and all of them are posting about they receiving bomb threats and telling students to shelter in place, not to come on campus, and they're doing everything virtually, said Leslie Jones, who's the founder of the 107 an organization that advocates for HBCUs. Says more than a dozen HBCUs have been impacted since February 1st. The bomb threats appear to follow a pattern of anonymous persons issuing bomb threats to the schools around 3 in the morning. Although the exact methods of communications have not been disclosed by many schools involved, the schools then contact local police to sweep the campuses for any bombs. None of the threats has led to the discovery of any explosive device so far. It says many of the schools notify students and staff urging them to shelter in place. Some schools sent messages totaling the number of sweeps conducted by the police. And in the case of Fort Valley University in middle Georgia, students and staff were told until further notice they will be required to use their ID cards to access buildings on campus.
Like imagine that, like everybody. Once again, it don't matter the plague. A nigga is still a nigga and a devil is still a devil. Right. Like there ain't no vaccine to stop the oppressor. You know what I mean? There ain't no swab. He always positive. He ain't never negative.
Right.
He's all the oppressor positive. You know what I mean? The devil positive. He's never free of that. He's a virus, and we never free of him. You know what I mean? Imagine at the height of all these ball players, and there's some awareness for HBCUs.
That's right.
Now they want to turn around and start the bomb scares because, of course, you got to keep the niggas on the scare.
That's
Make
right.
it unsafe to go black schools. It's unsafe to go, to your society.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's
crazy. Please.
No, just if I can amplify what you're saying, Captain Shop. That's basically a lot of what is going on. You didn't have all these bomb threats years ago, but as soon as they start signing those 5-star athletes, Jackson State got the #1 recruit in the nation, shocked the whole college sports world. So one of them just signed a big deal with Gatorade while he's in college.
Right, I think that's Deion Sanders' son, right?
Right, his son.
Yeah.
So they signing big endorsement deals at those schools. So this is what's coming to, and this is more proof that the UPK is right when we talk about race. Your oppressor don't want to see you come back together. That's the worst thing. If you want to fight him, you want to really see him get angry, you start consolidating and coming back to your own nation, and you're gonna see him. You're gonna see the person you thought that he was is not gonna be who he is.
Right.
You're gonna see him. You know this is racially motivated. Now, at the beginning of so-called Black History Month, all this happened. You didn't hear about Yale. You didn't hear about Harvard or Princeton getting bomb threats, but you did hear about all HBCUs. Only HBCUs got a bomb threat. So that lets you know that it's racially motivated, and it lets you know what time we're in. You understand? They hate you coming together and having your own like if you even seem like you prospering among yourself, they hate that. You understand? It just shows you what kind of oppression that we under. You understand? So they're gonna see more of this. The more those athletes start to go to them HBCUs and they start to flip those star athletes, they're gonna need all kind of security. You understand? Because they're gonna be trying to hack and do all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're gonna get violent. Go ahead.
No, you so right, Kahan. In that, you know what I mean? And that's to show you that your oppressor, he's just a sore loser, man. You got this whole kingdom. You know what I mean? Black people just, you know what I mean? Our schools, look at the state of our schools, and you still trying to, you know what I mean, instill fear into us. You understand? You still trying to do that? And I should show you all that protests we've been doing, it don't make a difference. The real protest is you separating from them and coming together.
Right.
That is a real protest. That's it. You understand? They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose all that money. They're gonna lose it. And with losing it, you're gonna really see the animal you're dealing with.
Right.
You're gonna see that animal that you're actually dealing with.
Damn right. So Lockie, can I get one scripture, Captain Mashak?
You go ahead, man, please.
I get the scripture where it's. Go ahead, Salaki, Captain.
Just real quick, Salaki, I'm sorry. I just wanted to point out too that let's not forget, Trump wanted to make America great. So here's a step forward in doing that. This is that Make America Great agenda right here.
Yeah.
Let's start by putting these people back where they belong. We forget, like a lot of us, because of the MLK civil rights movement, we forget we're in America.
Yeah.
That's key. We can't forget we're still in America in this empire, because this country has always hated black and brown people, and that's not going to stop. You know, our people need to get off that high horse thinking, oh, America's a place for equal opportunity, this and that. It ain't. Where's that written in their constitution? It ain't. Nowhere in their constitution it says that black people and brown people are on equal playing fields with our oppressor. And this is a step towards that. Salaki, Captain.
No, damn right, Captain. Damn right. Salaki, if I can get that scripture where it says, "Gather together, O nation not desired," if I can.
Oh God, that's a good one.
That one is definitely one, brother, because They want to plant the bomb so we don't gather together. So that we will boom and fall right into their economy.
Right.
You know what I mean, Gavin? Go ahead.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
You understand? Like the reason these historically black colleges were formed, they were formed because you were not desired.
That's right.
You were not desired in their schools. You weren't desired in their educational curriculum because of segregation. But segregation made us stronger. Integration destroyed us.
That's right.
And now look, now the black colleges, I brought this out before doing BLACKWATCH, that brother going to a black school, the #1 recruit going to a black school, and he's black, made black history.
Right.
Like, how ironic can that be? You understand? Because we are a nation not desired, and we got to start desiring and preferring our own. We got to start. That's why we always say in this school, you know what I'm saying, that you need to come together, man. You understand? And the head of the school, Commander General Yahanna, he's in a serious love affair with this nation, man. You understand? You got to fall in love with your people all over again. In order to be able to push yourself forward. You know what I'm saying? And see, and this is just the first wave with the athletics. Imagine when academia started to go back to black schools. Those geniuses, or those tacticians that's 18 years old, that's that's highly sought after by Yale and Princeton and Harvard. They say we're going to a black school. Then when academia flips, this is just the first wave. And the alumni is capitalizing off of it anyway, because they know how many people coming to see them boys play now.
Right.
They thought they was going to Alabama, but they was going to another school, and they coming to their own people, and it's bringing revenue into the city, man. You understand? So the Bible says, gather together, O nation not desired. We not individuals. We're a nation that's not desired. Our oppressors, man. The people that oppress us, man. And this is proof, because they sending bomb threats at the beginning of Black History Month, letting you know that they don't want you to come together.
Right.
They don't want you to prosper. They don't want you to be able to build on your own. They don't want that. Keep going.
Come on. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chafe, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
You understand? He's saying to gather together before the anger of the Lord, before the decree, before the judgment, man. Because if we separated, what's going to happen when judgment comes? What's going to happen? We're going to be taken, man. But if we come together now, we can be separate from the judgment that's going to come to these other nations. But if we join to them, man, we gonna catch hell, man. You understand? Because while they trying to destroy us, the Lord is to get ready to destroy them.
Yep.
So like it, cap the water.
Yeah, to water too. And listen, you're so right, because and this is how the oppressor is. Like our oppressor, there's a reason we call him the devil. Let me get on Revelation 12:9 too, please.
Okay.
Like there's a reason we call him the devil. Everybody say, our oppressor is the devil, the so-called white man, or the Edomite, Esau, the Caucasian, the European. He's the oppressor, right? He's the oppressor, and that's the perfect name for him, oppressor, because we identify him by race. Everybody think it's something racial. He like we racist against him by identifying him by race, but we identify him by race because that's the man who committed the crime. Right. Just like they identify as a big black man did this, 2 black women did that. They don't never say 2 women. They don't never say 2 men. They always identify. So that's the identifying factor. But this is the harsh thing about this devil. Let me just get 12:9.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
Right, the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, right? That's the empire of our oppressor. And one time he was a weak and low down snake, crawling on his belly, eating whatever his tongue could smell. And now he is a dragon with wings, dropping bombs all over, dropping napalm in Vietnam, A-bombs, you know what I mean? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you know, flying the damn Predator drone while sipping a Coke and eating Doritos from the Pentagon. You get the point? Like, he is the dragon. He's the old serpent that is called what?
The devil.
Say it again.
The devil.
Why is he called the devil?
And Satan.
And Satan. Keep going.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
He's called the devil because he deceives the world. And what he just did, I mean, is the whole bait and switch, is the classic bait and switch.
Right.
It's the, you know, smack it behind your head and hide your hand. I would say throw your stone and hide your hand.
That's right. That's right.
Because, okay, God, y'all tell me if I'm wrong now, but because read this here, brother, please.
Oh, God. We will remain focused on ensuring that all appropriate resources are utilized to combat the scourge of white supremacist violence and terrorism.
Now, who made this statement?
The Chairman Schiff, Congressman Carson on bomb threats against HBCU.
So this is not an ancient statement. This is a statement made this week.
That's right.
Yet still, critical race theory can't be taught in school. But the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence is identifying the criminal by race. Tell me nothing about critical race theory, man.
That's right.
Like, that is so crazy. You want us to stop teaching the shit in school.
Right.
You're fighting us to stop teaching the shit in school, and you're destroying the schools. And now critical race theory, you know, you're oppressing the kids who had nothing to do with it. Bullshit, according to the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence.
That's right.
It's an intelligent thing to identify the oppressor by his goddamn race. It's an intelligent thing. Absolutely intelligent, man.
Damn right.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's like saying, protect the protect the fishes, protect the dolphins. And this bastard going and killing all the goddamn dolphins.
Yeah. Right.
Going on TV and charging you for this goddamn shit, man. Come on, man.
Damn right.
That is a gaslight. That is I don't know what kind of psyops game that is. So we can't talk about it. But you're all investigating, the scourge of white supremacist violence.
No, what you saying, Cap, it's spot on because and think about it is we spoke. It's crazy because the UPK spoke to athletic directors, and we told them that this day was coming. I won't even say it was 2 years ago. We told them that black people are gonna, because we saw it happening in the regular schools, the white schools, that black people was looking for a quote unquote safe space where they can be who they are, because they felt like they couldn't be who they were. And it's crazy. In those same schools, a man can identify as a woman, but a black woman can't even wear her natural hair.
Right.
Is it like the hypocrisy in it? And they see it. These people are intelligent. They got a lot of people among us that are highly intelligent. And the HBCUs has a golden opportunity to teach critical race theory, to be able to implement in their studies. Why? Because it's a historically black university. It's not about race, but let's just talk about reality. But you can call it critical race. But even black history now, they are afraid of black history because it's talking about race. Right. Anything dealing with race is a problem. And we all know that sports is not just sports in America. It's racial and it's political. You just look at the Winter Olympics going on in China right now. Mm-hmm. They like every nation want to capitalize off what's going on in that nation. Go ahead, bro. It's like Cap.
Now you so right. You so right. Like, it's down there. Like, as the scripture said, when the Moabite captain was telling that heathen king, if these people sin against the Lord, it could take them. But if they're obeying the Lord, you better pass them by. And it's down there like in the spirit. Because, I don't even think, beyond the higher ups, how the conspiracy theorists say, the so-called elites. You know what I mean? With all them funny names nobody could never pronounce. The secret society that everybody know about.
Right.
Beyond that, I don't know how the everyday oppressor cab driver or teacher or, painter or carpenter or, the people who you interact with every day could develop that coordinated plan of disdain for us. And it's just so coordinated. Other than that this is just in their spirit. This is just part of who they are because they're the oppressor. They're the villain in the movie. They're the villain in the movie. You ever watch any movie? Watch Batman. You're like, nobody ever wonders about the backstory of Joker's henchmen, but they just know that Joker's henchman is going to obey him as he oppressed Batman or whoever else. But like you look at our oppressor, it's damn near like it's amazing how at the top, at the bottom, in the middle, they also on the same page and don't miss a beat when it comes to just crushing our spirit on either side. The cops that show up to investigate that shit is gonna write it up like it was just a prank.
Damn right.
Damn right. It was just a prank, just like what they did with Ahmaud Arbery. The cops show up there, they just leave him there. It's damn like it's just so coordinated, but they didn't sit down in a room that morning and say, okay, we're gonna shoot this man when you all show up, say this, say that. Nah, but in the spirit they coordinated. Black man, where the hell are you? Why we ain't on the same blueprint? Why we ain't on the same plan? Why half of you there worshiping some rock in Mecca, the other half bowing down to Caesar with your suit on your tie, the other half have an ankh, but we all feel the coordinated oppression though.
That's right.
Into that street and marching, no justice, no peace. An ankh don't matter as much as a stone.
That's right.
They're killing us, brother. Yes, Aki. Now you know. So then throw away all that shit, man.
That's right.
Throw away all that shit and come together, man. Because that bomb that prison us with, that bomb it ain't deciding who the hell to blow up in it.
Right.
That blowing up everybody.
That's right.
Like that's crazy, man. You fighting to put critical race theory out of schools, and then the same devils doing terrorizing us like this. Long after how they say that was in the past, the white people today, the oppressors today, have nothing to do with it. You making them feel bad.
Right.
They need to feel bad.
Damn right.
That's like when they took my forefathers, the Taino Indians, tied them up, put wood under them, and tell them, you're gonna serve Christianity? And if they rejected, they lit them on. They would light them on fire.
Yikes!
That's how we got this situation just like that. You don't want to talk about critical race theory, right? You don't want us to talk about it, but you still want to light the fire up under us. You know what I'm saying? By doing these types of acts. You know, this is what we do.
You so right, huh?
Yeah. And if I could say something too, pertaining to this whole, this whole situation, it's like, like, how to put it? Martin Luther King, fight for us to join them, right? So we trying to join them. We leave our historically black school, went to the oppressor school.
Right.
You understand? Still, that is not enough for him. That he wants us to bend over backwards, and make him rich. He have the earth.
Right.
He have everything he needs.
Right.
But now you want, athletes, young athletes deciding to break that whole chain of going to these, the oppressor school and starting to go back to the HBCUs. Right. Now you have an issue. Now you're going to try to terrorize, black people. Now you're going to do it. That this is your black leaders' fault.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Been separated a long time ago, but because of your black leaders that give us false hope into thinking that one day they will look at us and we'll be able to walk hand in hand with them and be able to go sit down in the restaurants and eat and and be all together with them. And now you're getting to realize that is not the case. Ain't nothing you could do, for this oppressor to love you. Nothing you could do. Nothing. You're trying to have, your own little peace. There's no peace without him bringing fear to you. None.
So, Lucky, I didn't want you to. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cap. Somebody, sir.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Come on, sir. If I may. Okay, and this is to all.
So like, Ash, try muting your mic. We getting a little feedback off here. All right, yeah. When you're ready to talk, let's unmute it back to water.
And this is for all the oppressors and all of our people that side with the oppressor and feeling that we should stop talking about race. This is what you should understand. If you were to be successful in banning critical race theory, because this is where critical race theory started. It started in the universities and colleges. You can be successful in banning critical race theory, and you can never talk about the atrocities that what your people did to our people. Here's the thing. You will never change. The Bible says your hatred is perpetual. So you can ban your hatred history towards us all day, and guess what? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are still going to know that you are the devil because of your actions that you refuse to change.
Exactly.
Like these bomb threats are teaching black kids in these universities. These people are racist. They're the devil. And they didn't have to learn that in some stinking university. You understand, when you're trying to debate if you're going to teach actual history or not. We just can see it's critical race reality for us.
Right.
You understand? Because you're the devil. And because you never change, you can ban all the history books. You can do like Hitler did and have book burnings in the colleges and try to get rid of history altogether. Who you are is not going to change. So we'll always just know you're the devil. And then eventually the UPK is going to wake up the entire earth, and Christ is going to come back and put you in your place.
Yep.
And that's in change. Yep.
If I just say one more thing. Man, I understand you oppressors. You can't see your own people bounce a basketball. I understand. That's painful to watch.
Right.
It's painful to watch you all run up and down the field playing, football. It's going to be real painful watching your own kids run up and down the field playing football. Very painful.
They want to watch Timmy. Run, Timmy.
You need the salt of the earth. You need some seasoning.
That's it. I mean? Nobody want to watch Forrest Gump run.
They can't shake and bake. They can't shake and bake. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's so heavy. Jack Johnson, man. I was reading some on Jack Johnson, and he was in the world. That famous boxer.
Right.
But he said something that was heavy, man. And he said when he was on the bottom, they never let him forget that he was black. Yeah. So once he became successful, he said, "I never let them forget that I was black." Like that. It's a way to take this thing. If you have the knowledge of the Lord, to flip it where it benefits you.
I think it
benefits you. Hold on, Salah, can you hear me?
It's back now. Yeah, it's back now.
Okay, hold on 1 second. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's too wild. It's too wild now.
So like it'll benefit you if you come back to your nation and you have that racial pride in your nation, man. Because I mean, I when I was in DC, man, and shout out to Calvin Shop and all the brothers out there in DC, just hanging out with General Q, going to the National Press Club, man, and just going to hear how white people dealt with their foreign policy and how they dealt with other nations. They don't consider you a threat based on your intentions. They consider you a threat based on your capability. That's how they look at other nations. Like they don't sit there and say North Korea is a threat because they thinking about bombing another country. They saying just them having the nuclear capabilities, the ability to make nuclear weapons is a threat. And it's no different than all the potential that you have is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Like your potential is a threat to them.
Yeah.
You being able to come together and harness all the intelligence that the Lord has blessed you with, the strength that the Lord blessed you with, is a threat to them. And they know it. You think they don't see how fast you run, how strong you are, and all the things that you're able to do under them in their schools? It wouldn't be that they would lose millions, billions of dollars if you was just to come back and join your people, man. You understand? They would lose. Like it never benefited us going to that restaurant, a white restaurant. It was still niggas in the back cooking.
Right.
White people wasn't cooking that food to make them restaurant. It was still Black people in the cook right there cooking. Only thing they just was a white establishment. It still needed your red beans and rice. It still needed your cornbread, the way you cook.
Yeah.
But you just wanted to do it as a status symbol. And now look, Salaki.
Yeah, listen. So Salaki, go ahead. I'm gonna jump in after. Go ahead, please.
We're talking about the CRT, right? They pushing that also in addition to all that, because they feel uncomfortable about black people or brown people talking about what was wrong done to them. But you don't hear them tell that to other ethnic groups, right? You don't hear, like, how many times we got to go through this every year hearing the Holocaust, this, the Holocaust, that, so on and so forth, or 9/11 this, 9/11 that. That right there, no, that can get pushed. That's all good. But when we say how many brothers and sisters got lynched, how many children got taken away from their families, all of a sudden we're not allowed to teach that. We got to keep shut on that. Thank be to the Lord in Christ for the I.S.U.P.K. Here they gonna put you're gonna keep live all the way. Every week we got some news, and we're gonna let you know what really is. Black people need to stop also, and brown people, right? A lot of Latinos, a lot of Native Indians. We gotta stop because we see a few of them do something nice. Like what we should be looking at is they really want to do something nice. Why don't you push them to take off on the Constitution, the Black Man Street Festival of Man? Because last time I checked, we in 2022, it's still there, and the same Constitution, it still says that Native Indians are savages. Like,
right.
If you look from that perspective, where's the good white people? There ain't none. There ain't none. Any nice gestures like cheese on a trap, because that's what it leads to. The nice gestures always lead to something harmful happening to us. Like a lot of us, because of us being, I'm talking about in the Latinos case, and in some cases, with the Benjamites and the Levites, we see how great America is on TV until we cross that border.
Yeah.
Until we cross that. Like America's beautiful. America is a place you can have success, this and that. People are nice and wonderful on TV until you cross that border. Then you realize I'm in a shit hell right here.
Yeah.
I'm in this whole country right here. Because that's what America really is. A real big shit hole country.
Yeah. The mystery of iniquity doth work. That's what it is. If I could, just before I made the other point I wanted to jump into, I don't know if this is the provocateur or if this is just a lost brother. He says his name is King Jacob, to the point he was making with how black people was cooking in the back. So his statement is then who was spitting in your milkshake? Nigger or devil, whichever side of the fence you fall on. There ain't no march in history for spitting in milkshake. Right. There ain't no protest in history for spitting in milkshake. There ain't none. What we talking about is crimes, dummy. We talking about lynchings and murders and burnings and stealing and raping. We're not talking about no spitting in milkshake. And this is him here again. Let's talk about the anti-black racism in the Hispanic community. Niggas don't like niggas. Whether it's Spanish-speaking niggas, English-speaking niggas, Dutch-speaking niggas, French-speaking niggas. Niggas don't like niggas. And it's simply because the oppressor is over the top of us, brother, or devil, whichever side of the fence you fall on. Like, really, you coming to try to deflect the charges we laying against your client. Your client tonight is the oppressor, is the so-called white man. You probably have one in your bed, or you was born from the dirty womb of one, right? And you trying to defend your client. So in order to defend your client, you now have to deflect charges to what you think is the accomplice, to what you think is the problem, to the co-defendant, so that your client could walk free. Right. In school at UPK, your client is going into chains, Jacob.
That's right.
Your client is going into chains. I don't give a damn about what you're saying about no black and black crime, the anti-black racism in the Hispanic community. Ain't no Hispanic never hung nobody from no trees and set them on fire. What the hell is you talking about? Hispanic people ain't putting Hispanic people on the border right now. What the hell is you talking about? But you either was born from the womb of the devil or having sex with a dirty devil, and you want to defend your client. Do your best, because your client is the devil the Bible speaks of, and the only future for your client is chains and slavery and the end of my whip.
That's right. So, like, if I could, Cap, if I could say one thing, Cap.
Please.
Go ahead, Cap. My
Didn't we, a few minutes ago, I just mentioned something about cats like that. And look, that's what's the beautiful part about the truth. They come out of the woodwork. You see that? That's what we have to do.
So, like,
we're not going to let that deter us, because we got more important things than to worry about that.
That's right.
That's right, Cap Maj and Cap Mashak. If I could give some amperance to what you're saying, you got so many of our people, if he is one of our people, who would like to be the devil's advocate.
Exactly.
So
that's the word I was looking for.
There you go. But what he don't understand is he don't understand how oppression works. He doesn't understand, and if he does, he's sitting here trying to come up against the UPK. When, if you look at critical race theory, the facts defend themselves. We already know what happened in the 60s with these restaurants. You understand? It wasn't just spitting in the milkshake. You understand? Everything from transportation to wage inequality to all these things we dealt with. You understand? But don't be the devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying, and then try to deflect it. Let's deal with the facts. If you want to deal with truth, let's deal with truth. Let's deal in truth. Let's deal in entirety. Because the perpetual hatred is even to this day. You understand? It's even up to Starbucks, if you really want to go there. We can go all the way into food and beverage and how discrimination goes into that also. You understand? But a lot of you are not ready for that discussion. You understand? Because once again, we don't work for the Associated Press, and we don't work for Time Magazine.
Right.
Still like it, Cap.
Now, what you saying is so right. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is, this whole topic is about, you know what I mean, our oppressor, you know what I mean, try putting bomb threats, you know what I mean, HBCUs in these historically black schools. You know what I mean? And how, you know what I mean, how we went down the road of, you know what I mean, of black on black crime, Hispanic, you know what I mean, on blacks hating Hispanic, Hispanic hating black. How we get down on that road. You understand? I say he's trying to deflect. He's trying to, you know what I mean, he's doing what our leadership does, which is try to find a way to love your oppressor. You understand? Try to find a way to be like, well, we's the problem, not the oppressor. When clearly you could see where the issue is. Clearly, the oppressor, he is the issue. He's the one stopping us from loving each other. He's the one stopping us from, you know what I mean, loving Hispanic people, Native Indians, people. He's the one that's there, that's separating us. You understand? And now you want to come with that crap, man. Go love Sally. You know what I mean? Go love Karen, man.
Exactly.
Do this work for the, you know what I mean, for the men of the Lord.
Exactly. Yeah. And okay, this is how you know for sure, like, what we saying is the truth, because nowhere else, like you had Stop Asian Hate, like the picture we just showed, right? You had Stop Asian Hate. Where was the cry from King Jacob saying, well, you know, the North Koreans killed the South Koreans? Let's talk about that if we want to talk about Stop Asian Hate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where is the, you know, the Chinese Republic against the, you know, the Vietnamese or something? The Great War, you know what I mean? Them wars they be having over there with each other. They ain't saying nothing about that. Like, the Asians was allowed to be branded a victim and to be given all the benefits of being a victim without ever really suffering anything. I ain't never heard anybody threaten to blow up a damn Chinese laundry. I never hear nobody say, you know, bomb scares in Chinatown. I ain't never heard nothing about that, but yet still they got, you know, Stop Asian Hate. Like, it's time to stop making black people, to blame black people for the condition of black people, man.
That's right.
And this is why the Lord said he gonna bathe the streets in the blood of our oppressor, man. Because the blood is gonna rise up to the horse bridles. Christ's vesture gonna be dipped in blood. Because you damn devils don't understand a bit of compassion unless you're bleeding. That's when you understand something. That's when you holler out, oh, God, help me. Your whole tone change. Your tone change all the way. Now you're pleading for mercy. And by no means am I saying this is a license to go shed our oppressor's blood. That's for the Lord. That's the job of the Lord. And that's why that's the only way you can really learn, is to go into slavery yourself and to experience the death that you sowed in the earth. You sowed this death in the earth. Like, imagine you have students at a university making the statement. Students are sick of unsolicited hatred. Negro, it's 2022. Unsolicited? What is he talking about? You don't understand. Like, no, you see us now. This is from them Howard students. I know you know what I'm talking about. They would walk past the camp and flick their noses up because they think their GPA higher than the stars in the sky. And they're so much better. But you confounded on a college campus with a bomb threat.
That's right.
Maybe if you had listened to the prophets, you would have understood that our oppressor is the devil, one.
Damn right.
You the real Jew, too. And if you get on top, he has to go on bottom. So don't say it's unsolicited hatred. The hatred has very much roots and basis. It's just you don't want to listen to real education.
That's right. So
you don't want to listen to that. Go ahead, please.
Captain Shot, for years, y'all brothers out there in DC have been telling them, and them big head Negroes in Howard, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Like, now, I remember them and some of them Negroes would even use white talking points. Going to a historically black college and saying, well, why don't you do this? And why don't you, and y'all stop with the hatred. Well, now it's come to your dorm room. Now now those same ones are afraid to walk in front of the camp now. I guarantee it, with their Howard, with their Howard hoodie on it, or their alumni jacket. Because now you have to answer, why was it a bomb threat on all black, historically black colleges? Explain that to us. Right. Make it make sense to us. You understand? Because now they understand how race, the Bible said these curses will pursue you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They will pursue you wherever you are. You understand? So you can't change. You can't shake what the foundation of this Bible has been saying, man. It's so real. It's so really scary.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they can't deal with it. They're like, man, is it race? Well, can we call it race? Yes, you dumb, stupid Negro.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know how a bomb sound?
Right.
Did you forget? Now while you studying Black history about the bombing of the 4 little girls in Birmingham, you getting a bomb threat while you studying Black history, while you celebrating, quote unquote, your history and your legacy, the things that you accomplished. You getting a bomb threat on your campus.
Just for
you
being
understand? They talk about history. You talk about a time machine. The Lord that made the past and the present, the past and the present, to say he didn't fold it like a sandwich now. It's like you put you in a time machine all over again. So like Captain Sharp.
Yep. Go ahead, Ars.
You say something. You just said something that clicked in my brain, man. When you brought that point up, it's like the bombing, like you said, with the little girls in the church. But also, it's like them saying, "Oh, did y'all forget about Black Wall Street? How we bombed the daylights out of you too?"
Right.
Well, let us remind you once again what can happen when you start to build. Will bomb you and destroy you. I remember them days too. Also, when how many times in D.C. I heard these words: the black colleges aren't going to be safe any longer.
Yep.
Over and over, and now here we are, 2022. It's still early in their year, right? It's still early. But now they got to close black HBCUs because of bomb threats.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I like you so right. I like they want you to remember. Like, listen, we used to tear you all up. So don't get it twisted, Negro. Do not get it twisted. You know what I mean? You ready to grab another one? Give me the oppressors who I think who the shot Jaquan McDonald.
Laquan McDonald, Chicago.
Yeah, I think I think the cop initially got 7 years. He walked out this week after 2 years.
Damn.
Either that or Michael. Travis.
Laquan McDonald. Laquan McDonald's family responds to release of Jason Van Dyke. Right? You probably got to Google that one out. Oh, okay. I don't think this one on the list. Okay. But like they shot this brother 16 times. I think the brother had a mental problem. I think the cop walk up on him. You seen bullets bouncing off the ground.
Damn.
And he lightened this brother up. I mean, lightened him up on the ground. I think his brother's 16 years old or 17 years old or something. He wasn't even a grown man, but he had a mental problem. And listen, the cop shooting so wildly, cruisers coming towards the both of them, and he's still letting off. And the brother is walking away from him. The brother not attacking nobody or him or anything like that. And he just he letting off. He letting all the way off. I don't think I could play the footage, but I could show you the scene. You all might remember, seeing it. You all might remember seeing this picture. And they tried to hide it.
Right.
They tried to hide it for like a year. If you remember, they have him drawn down here. Then a trooper pulls up from this side, from behind, and just guns him down as he walking. And I mean, bullets bouncing all the way off the floor. They tear this young brother up, tear him up, and then they found out how the chief of police was hiding the story, hiding the facts. They couldn't get it out. It's something that happened in Chicago. I think somebody shot a cop. Something happened, and that's how the story came out. That's how the story came out. And this cop, Van Dyke, initially got 7 years. That nigga walk out 2 years to be back on the street, to drink in the blood of the saints, to enjoy more Virginian luxuries. You have it? Go ahead.
16 shots and an early release. Former officer Jason Van Dyke, who killed Laquan McDonald, leaves prison. From 16 shots and a cover-up to 16 shots and an early release from prison. The former became a familiar rallying cry for protesters on the streets of Chicago after the 2014 murder of 16-year-old Laquan McDonald. The latter is the newest reality for former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke, who was released from prison Thursday after serving just a little more than 3 years of a nearly 7-year prison sentence for killing the black teenager. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker's office confirmed the release to CNN Thursday. No further details were immediately available. Van Dyke's early release is tied to good behavior in prison. While it's less than half of his original sentence, it was largely expected. October 20th, 2014 will always be the worst day of my life, Van Dyke read from a written statement during his 2019 sentencing hearing, referencing the day he shot McDonald 16 times. It was due to my actions that the McDonald family has suffered pain, he continued. The officer was sentenced in 2019 to nearly 7 years in prison for killing McDonald. He was convicted of second-degree murder and 16 counts of aggravated battery with a firearm.
So hold on. That was the worst day of his life. But what about Laquan McDonald?
Right.
That was the worst day of his life. And this bastard want to talk about, he's the reason the McDonald family suffered this and suffered that. Like this once again, this is why you could never hide nowhere you go. Like that skin, you think we hate you for your white skin and your blonde hair. Like we ain't envious of that, none of that nonsense. Right. We ain't envious of that. But you should hate yourself, right? Because the Lord done put a mark on you everywhere you go. Everyone knows who you are.
That's right.
Everyone knows who you are. And over time with the dragon for a time and a half, the beast was bound up in that pit, but they were released for 1,000 years. You done got released, and you done made everybody think that mark you have was a privilege. And that mark you have meant, better and good. You got that good here. You got that good skin, brainwashing everybody. You so innocent. You give a Caesar Borgia with the two hands like this. You know what I'm talking about? With the two hands like this, with the holes in the hands. So now that the Holy Scriptures say he spoke as a lamb, but he is after war. That's him. This is who he is. Like this mark you have. Thanks to the UPK, we get to realize, no, this is the mark of Cain. And you just a disgusting, low down, dirty, slimy murderer, just like your father.
That's right.
Just like your father. Like, what could this little high school boy do to you that you got to shoot him 16 times?
Good night.
And you go to jail and get out on good behavior, but you couldn't behave yourself with this brother? You take this, bro. I'm talking about you causing the McDonald family pain. You ain't seen pain yet until Christ come back. You ain't seen real pain and heartache and ultimate horror until Christ returns. Like our oppressor is a piece of work, man.
That's right.
Absolute piece of work. You murder somebody, you get 7 years, and you out in 3 on good behavior.
Wow.
Must be a good old life, boy.
Yep.
Must be a good old life to have.
It's stomping a cockroach or something. That is about it.
That's it. You hit a dog.
Yeah.
You hit a dog, take some points off your license, you back driving, you back driving in 2 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I think you get more time for killing a dog than that.
I know, but I asked how much years Michael Vick gets.
Exactly. And he wasn't even there. Like this is so heartbreaking. And if it wasn't for the UPK and the mercy from the Most High and Christ for giving us, the generals, commanding Gen.YAHANNA, and all the generals for having, the integrity and strength to hold on, like we would think that there's no hope left in the earth.
Yep.
Like we would really be damn near justified in being, bugged out crazy and extra violent and extra depressed and abusing all the drugs. Like we would halfway be justified in it because there is no hope for us.
That's right.
But thanks to the Most High that we the children of Jacob, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that there is hope. There is real justice to get from this. There is revenge. And it ain't the type you think.
That's right.
It ain't the type you think. It ain't some random give a piggy wings, some random two-shot nonsense that you go murder one of these oppressors, the nation is going to cry for them. But they kill us, and the nation says good riddance. Like you need a judge who is powerful to put them all in chains.
And a righteous judge.
A righteous judge who is all powerful to put them all into chains, brother. And read the riot act out. The Apocrypha says we're going to hold court in the day of Christ. And he is going to read before them all their wicked inventions. You could pull that for me, I'll give you find it. Okay. I believe it's Ezra 13. Anybody else want to jump in the meantime? Please.
You hitting on it, Captain. It's locked.
Now go ahead, Con.
No, I was just agreeing with Captain Shock. I said he hitting on that point right there all day long. You know what I'm saying, about judgment. That's why, like, to us it's Judgment Day, but to them they call it Doomsday. Because in that day they know they doomed. Like they know that their time is running short. In the so-called year of our oppressor 2022, they can see their kingdom getting more weak. And not only that, with this social media, blacks and Hispanics, we talking too much, for lack of a better word. We able to talk to each other about the oppression on multiple platforms and multiple different social media sites. So it's moving at lightning speed. The truth is going out.
Right.
You understand? The scriptures say that they're gonna go out into the four corners of the earth before our King returns. Right. So that's what's going on, man. Salaki, Cap.
No, you're so right too. You know what I mean? Like, what Captain Mashak saying also too. You're hitting it on the head. To the point whereas, here are these stories we're bringing out. A brother's getting shot 16 times. 16 times. Meaning it's not like that dude emptied the clip on that brother. You understand? And now you're in 2022. You understand? Years after, you hearing bomb threats and you shocked. You wondering, what's going on in America? What's been going on in America? You just been asleep. You understand? You just been asleep. They hate us. For you to shoot a 16-year-old, what, 16 times? You know what I mean? That shows, you know what I mean, where your mindset is. You understand? And we, you know what I mean, our leadership, you know what I mean, has to get blamed all the way. Everything leading back to our leadership.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything leading back to Christianity. You know what I mean? Everything leading back to it. To the point whereas, you know what I mean, we won't be getting killed in the streets like this. And if we are getting killed in the streets like this, at least there's somebody like Commander GEN.YAHANNA who is not going to let it just get swept under the rug. You understand? We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some things to be said about it on them streets. You understand? We ain't going to be like your pastors on them and just sweep it under the rug, man.
Yeah.
This is heartbreaking for our family, man, to see the young child, you know what I mean, go away like this. You know what I mean? Because this cop couldn't keep his discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean, Esau in the hole. Just cock, you know what I mean? He just like an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if anybody, you know, you all had the stomach for it, you could go watch the video. Like the brother got shot and twirled around the street and then fell down.
Right.
Got shot and spun around, brother. They was lighting him up so much. And even on the ground, they just kept shooting, brother. Like, you know, like it was game, like it was a hog they were shooting at. Like it's absolutely insane. And I like what you're saying then, I thought with the leaders where, you know how this, you know, the scripture talk about Lazarus, the rich man, and he had no pity on the poor. Like damn near, like that's that Martin Luther King where he didn't care about us. And just before he died, he said, you know, I fear I led you all into a burning house where, you know, it's the table's gonna flip on you now. The table's gonna flip on you and all your kind because you rich amongst us who allow this thing to happen without saying a word. And notice I said without saying a word because I know you don't have no power to really stop it anyway. But you the leader and you quiet, you mum, you saying let's give justice a chance.
Right.
Let's do this. And you supposed to be what, a representative of the Bible?
Right.
Moses didn't ask for justice to give justice a chance. Moses said, let my people go. He said it a few times and then he didn't talk no more. And then your sons died.
Right.
Your daughters died. Your cattle died. You got boils and frogs and plagues and blood in the water. You got what you deserve. And this is, you're reaping it right now. This COVID is from the Lord and more diseases is coming. More viruses is coming for your empire because you in all your power, you can't give us any, like this bastard here is supposed to be locked away for the rest of his life or given a needle.
That's right.
When he gets 7 years and out in 3, listen, I would not be surprised if he go kill another brother again.
Exactly.
Or you get back on the force.
You for sure right.
Somewhere. You know what I mean?
Not somewhere. You know what I mean?
So like,
go ahead,
America acquitted that Van Dyke. America acquitted him. Let him come out in what? 2 years? 3 years?
3 years.
Right? In 3 years, he get to see the light of day. He get to breathe. He get to stretch out. He get to go home and sleep in his bed. That brother will never be able to do it. The parents will still be in remembrance, mourning at times. But thank be the Most High because we have the Lord. And the Lord, if you can get the Nahum 1 and 2, Kazakh.
Okay.
Thank God, we thank the Most High in Christ. We have the Lord, and what's great about these stories and what we teach is that you black men and Latino, Native American Indian, yes, we get angry, right? And we get angry at stories like this, but we should be angry enough, like as we taught. We should get so angry enough that we'll stop smoking weed, stop pouring, stop gang banging, stop all that, and just come and get in the truth and trust in the Lord. And guess what? Our anger should motivate us to do the right thing instead of doing what Esau expects us to do. Esau expects us to hate each other, expects us to keep smoking that blunt, sniffing cocaine, prostituting our daughters, having them swing on poles, and so on and so forth. Esau expects us. What if we did something different? What if we did the unexpected? And what is unexpected of us is to side with the Most High. Side with the Most High so much so that the Lord will do this. Read that, Kazak.
Come on. Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth.
And the Lord do what?
And the Lord revengeth.
See, the Lord revenges. You know what I'm saying? He's jealous. Like, people don't understand. The Lord loves his children. Okay? To the umpteenth power. The Lord will do anything, just like a good parent. How you have kids and you love your kids. You want the best for them. You protect them. If you love your kids, when the kids go off, you will punish them. But that you knowing as a good parent, nobody touched my kids. Like we all say that, ain't nobody gonna touch my kids. But guess what? Our oppressor has touched the Lord's kids. Our oppressor has done damage to the Lord's kids. And because of that, it say the Lord revenges. Keep reading.
Like
Go ahead.
And is furious. The Lord will
go ahead.
The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries.
Right. Go ahead.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Right. It says he will take vengeance on his adversaries and reserve wrath for his enemies. Our oppressor got a bad day coming. Yeah. And I know you good old Christians would hear this. I know you Christians will be like, that's not my God. Not my God. Unfortunately, we speak the truth, whether you like it or not. God loves his kids. So much so he's jealous when somebody try to come and harm his kids. We see this in the video. This young brother is an Israelite. Like, the world don't understand. There are dire consequences for doing unjust things to the Lord's people. And it's why he got to take vengeance on his enemies. Who's his enemy? America is his enemy. Our oppressor is his enemy. And any of our people that side with our oppressor, you're his enemy too. You understand? Like, you got to understand, this Bible right here gives us the remedy of what we should do. We should be angry. Yes, nothing wrong with it. But let's be angry and project that energy in the right way. You understand? Let's be so angry that we say, the hell with these bloods, because this ain't doing nothing but killing me. And then I'm killing myself because that's what they want to see in us. Let's stop all that. Let's get down with Commander Gen.YAHANNA in the ISUPK and build this nation, because that is what is needed to build this nation. And let the Lord take vengeance. We don't do that. Let the Lord do it.
Listen, Ash, you're so right that, like, it don't make no sense doing none of the protests down there if you ain't willing to give it up. Like imagine they done killed this brother. Watch how cool and calm these cops pull up and walk out. There's no first aid help. I don't know if you're seeing that. Nobody went over to the brother and, you know, stop the wound. Look, they got out and they walk over to the other ones and they don't talk about, you know. You get him? How much you think you put in him? I don't know. I might have emptied the clip. You know, yeah, leave him there, let him die. Go ahead.
It's like, this was in Chicago, right, Captain Shop?
Yeah, it's Chicago.
Man, like that goes like, and it's so spiritual because all our brothers and sisters out there in Chicago, and shout out to Captain Marble Quad and all the brothers out there in Chicago doing excellent work, man. Raising up brothers and sisters out there in Chicago, man. Let this be a lesson, man. Like all you brothers out there in those gangs, the GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, all the four corner hustlers, all you brothers out there, man, that's out there, that we have to come together. You understand? We have, like, this alone there should be a truce among these different gangs out here, man, because of seeing what's going on.
Right.
You understand? Like, we have to come together. We are in a state of emergency, and you see how you being shot down in the street, and he wasn't like, it's after a certain amount of firepower, you know, it's just murder.
Yeah.
It ain't like, you know, you got suppression fire, you got all kind of different ways you can, you know, fire a weapon where you can subdue a subject. Right. But 16 times, that's brutality.
Yeah, listen, 16 times and he's not attacking you. He's literally walking away. We just saw it. He's walking away. So you're not under the stress of fire, of counter fire, or you're not under the stress of I have 10 seconds before he reach up to me and stab me.
Right.
You take aim and hit him in the legs, man.
Exactly. And
with
with all
empty center mass on the brother.
Now, what you're saying is right, Captain. Like the police have a utility belt full of options, and each one of those options they train on them. The first option is them, trying to calm the situation down without physical force.
Right.
General Haas bring this out all the time, man, about all this because he's got experience and he didn't seen all those situations. So we got experts in this school that assess these things and know when protocols are being broken, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad that this brother lost his life, but like Captain I said, that the Lord gonna take account of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you sow blood in the earth, you're gonna reap that.
You damn right. You damn right.
You're so right, man. I know if you all remember too, there's a video out there with a cop, and he was running from a naked man with a gun around his waist or his hand or something. You know what I mean? To show you, the contrast in how he deals with us. You know what I mean? We walking away from him. To him, it doesn't matter. To him, every one of us is a target. You know what I mean? Like the crosshairs is on black men. You understand? It's on us. No matter if we're walking away or, you know what I mean? He is just, as the Bible said, the murderer on the face of the earth.
Right.
Son? And you know what I mean? And for our black leaders give us this false sense of, you know what I mean, that we could, we could talk our way out of it. We could, we could deal with this man on a professional level, on, on his level. It's foolish when you hear stories and see stories like this. You know what I mean? This makes the Bible all true. Yeah, that's it right there. You understand? That's it right there.
And he's spraying him. He trying to spray him with the pepper spray with a big AR on his hip. And he ain't letting nothing fly.
Yeah. Watch this. So come on, man. You tell me if that was a black man doing that, what would be the case? What would I be with him?
Right. He hit him with the he hit him with the nightstick, and he tried to hit him with that. Then
listen, hold on. Hey, Salakia, Khan, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Khan.
Brother, I want you to look at this section of the clip here. That's what I say. This thing in spirit, they coordinated that. The dog run from the motherfucker. Salakia. They're pulling the dog out the car to bite him. The dog run, smell him, and run the other way. Look at this.
This is the second time I see to do this with the dog. There's a video also too there where the dog, the cop shook the dog. On the dude.
And
the dog run up the street to somewhere else.
And then he came back and attacked a cop in all black. But look how they treat us. Like they will murder us, and but this white man get to walk around naked.
If I could too, Captain, that video also projects in their mind how humane they can be.
Yep.
When it comes to them, of course. Never to a black man or a brown man. Never that. That's why they train them dogs to only, you see dark, kill it. If you see brown, kill it. You see this color, leave it alone. These are good people right here. These are human beings.
If I could, and the whole idea that they believe they're gonna make a robot to police you, the robot gonna be racist. They gonna do the program like he gonna be shooting you with a robot. Like whatever he do, whatever he got a chance to make to police you, the software is gonna be racist. Right. You understand? So like I said, we need to go to robot police. You better believe they're gonna shoot niggas too.
Listen,
robot.
You so right. Like even I don't know if you all remember that there was there's somebody who they made a video at them airports and them bathrooms where they dispense the hand machine was dispensing the soap, and they were showing you how the soap would only come out for white people, and for black people you had to push it 3, 4, 5 times for the damn sensor to read your hand. And I think he turned his hand the other way to catch the palm. Some dumb shit, but when the oppressor put his hand, the robot is responding. So it's once again, the oppression is in the fabric of their society, brother.
Right.
And
Right.
listen, it's right. It's right. They're the devil, and this is their kingdom. And every kingdom need class, like how you say, you got the upper class, the citizens, and you got the lower class. Just understand that the race is not over. And in the next kingdom, you are going to be the lower class. You're going to be the one in our shoes, and you are going to reap exactly what you sow and more. The Bible says, reward her double.
That's right.
Reward her double. Just before we hit off on the time, I just would like to get the one with the no-knock warrant, and then a little bit on that on Whoopi. Whoopi, woo, fun.
It's funny that you mentioned that about the robots and all that. Yeah, the 2 days ago, I literally was watching that video you just mentioned, but also how they have a facial recognition software.
Yeah,
and I saw that documentary too, where they try to cover up and this. Well, we don't understand why it recognizes this light skinned face, but when it comes to dark skinned face, we don't know why. Like,
they came up with a whole story.
Go ahead. You know why you designed it that way.
They came up with a whole story that facial recognition was misidentifying black people at a disproportionate rate. And showing the face blurry. That's probably damn near why on them all them surveillance videos when they say we're looking for this person and it's just a blur with skinny jeans and a Jordan. And anybody got information on this figure and they show the picture and it's a blur. With there's nothing to see because once again, the damn it's in there how they operate with us. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We get his brother here with the Amir Luck. Let me get a little bit on this story if you all don't mind.
Newly released body cam video shows Minneapolis police executing an apparent no-knock search warrant and fatally shooting a black man inside an apartment 2 days ago. Tragically, the victim was not a target of the raid. That's according to his attorneys. We should warn you, this video is disturbing.
How they got a key?
The landlord.
Surely that got to be some kind of breach of contract.
Yeah.
Surely. So the police could go and get a key and walk in your house?
Sir. If they there to execute their duties, sir. I've seen it happen before. They was on the receiving end of that.
Because I said I was on the receiving end of that shit. You're like, who's coming in? What?
All right, we're gonna have much more on this coming up. Omar Jimenez has been covering
So
the
he's
story. He's got
asleep.
some new information.
He don't know what the hell's going on?
All right, we're gonna have much more on this coming up. Omar Jimenez has been covering the story. He's got some new information for us on that.
Yeah, and raising a lot of questions too about these no-knock warrants, right? We saw that play in the death of Breonna Taylor, and now this is raising questions as well. I do want to get now to Omar. We've been able to bring him in. Omar?
Good night. Look at this thing.
So, John and Brianna, basically this happened in the early Wednesday morning hours, and the Minneapolis Police Department, they were executing a warrant for a homicide investigation tied to nearby St. Paul. But now the attorneys for the man later identified as Amir Locke tell us that he wasn't the target of the investigation, and the Minneapolis Police Department says his name never appeared on any of the search warrants. Now, regardless, Minneapolis police burst through this apartment and they appear to wake Locke up, who is seen in blankets, and a gun is seen. And it is in those moments that you hear gunshots ring out from officers. Take a listen to the interim police chief as she begins to try to
mentally handicapped.
Say again?
Them cops mentally handicapped. They're retarded. I convinced.
Is that a gun or the remote?
No, it's a gun. You thought somebody was probably robbing him.
Yeah, one like he was sleeping with a gun.
Right.
You have a gun in your house and you laying out.
Listen, I need a better angle than that. As far as I'm concerned, listen, I'm giving that brother the benefit of the doubt they be giving them devils.
Yeah,
that ain't. How is that a gun? He's sleeping in front of the TV. The likelihood is it's a goddamn remote. They're talking. I need angles, according to Drake. I need to hit them angles. Hit them angles on that body count. That's ridiculous, boy.
It seems like that's planted in his hand because his finger don't look like it's on the trigger, and it's almost like he ain't really grabbing it. If you look at it good,
I mean, I ain't gonna say they planted because he holding something as he waking up.
Yeah,
they couldn't. This is him waking up. This is him as he waking up to see who the fuck coming in the door. Excuse my language.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost to the point where he ain't expecting nobody home. So if he laying there and you just hear the door open, and you know what I mean, and men come in the house and start to talk, you're not hearing. All you seeing is you hearing voices. You startle. So you gonna grab. You already program yourself. If anything walk through that door, it's gonna be me or them.
You know what? Listen, I have a message from Minneapolis renters.
Boy.
As soon as you sign that lease, change the locks. You sign that lease, change the lock and put a doorstop behind it. I mean, goddamn. Like a man could turn the key.
Boy.
And that's such a flashpoint. Like, let's say I'm sitting down watching the door. As soon as you come in there, you're gonna get lit straight up.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the cops gonna fire back.
So like
if I could address one more thing here, one more thing. So Stephen Bastian, I'm assuming you're a brother, right? From your profile picture. He said the UK don't do that. The landlord will have to answer to that. And then he said, wow, the US is mess up. Now, Stephen, you know, I hear you, Stephen. Through the mercy of the Lord and permission from Commander GEN.YAHANNA, I personally have been to the UK several times. And some of our people like to make it out like the oppressor you have is less of an oppressor than the oppressor over here. Stephen Bassett, I'm sure you've heard of Rashawn Charles. Rashawn Charles was a 16-year-old boy shopping in a damn convenience store in South London when a police officer told him to come here, you selling drugs. Rashawn Charles said no. The officer wrestled him to the ground. A bystander helped the officer hold Rashawn Charles down, and the officer put his hand down Rashawn Charles' throat until the brother choked and suffocated and died right there. The cop said he had drugs and he swallowed it and he was trying to pull the drugs back out. So don't tell me no goddamn nonsense about the UK don't do that and the UK don't do this. Stop trying to love your goddamn oppressor, man. The white man is the devil in America and on Mars and in the UK, in Buckingham Palace and in the Parliament.
That's right.
And in the US Congress. Right. I'm talking nothing about, you know, the landlord going to have to pay and all them packies they're bringing over, they're kicking you out your goddamn house and violating the hell out of you. Don't say nothing about no difference. The devil is the devil is the devil.
That's right.
You love your oppressor, so goddamn, you defending your oppressor now. The UK oppressors don't do that. Bullshit. Ask Mark Duggan, who they slaughtered in the streets for nothing. Go ask him if they ain't the same. You think we don't know about Trident? You know who Trident is? The gun police, a special SWAT police called Trident that just pull up and start shooting. Go ask Mark Duggan if the UK devils is any different than US devils. Please don't come back here with that nonsense, sir. Salaki, who wanted to say something?
I just want to say, man, shout out to U.K. for Shock for holding down their UK out there. Captain Parasha, you know what I'm saying? I always say Captain Parasha, he put the P in the UK, man, you know what I'm saying? So brothers out there holding it down, you know what I'm saying? It's the same. We in a hellified fight, man. You know that we fighting from, you know, sea to shining sea, man. It's still, you know, this eagle wing stretch from all of this, all around this globe, man. So much that the Bible say that he set his nest among the stars. So, you know what I'm saying? Like this, his reach of his oppression is, you know, in every inch of the globe, man. Why do you think the earth is in so much turmoil? Why do you think the earth haven't received a rest? You know, the earth is under arrest. It haven't received the rest that it needs. You understand? So you know the Lord's chosen people is under, you know what I'm saying, oppression for wherever we go. You know what I'm saying? Just sit back and take notes and get in these classes. You will understand the whole dynamic and its full spectrum of oppression that we under. Salakia.
So
Man, yeah, Salakia. And the whole thing about it is and now the hardest thing to hear is that they knock on they open the wrong door. That hard to hear, boy.
And nobody gonna pay for that now.
Oh man, that brother loses life within, you know what I mean, seconds of them opening the door.
Yep.
And is he wrong person? You know what I mean? You tell me because he reached for a gun. He allowed to reach for a gun if it was a gun. It's his house. He defending it.
Yep.
You bastards. Come on, man. Read.
Right.
You're so goddamn unprofessional.
And dumb. And
Good.
dumb. And absolutely dumb. It don't take a SAT score to become a cop, you know.
Jeez.
It ain't, you know, it ain't the sharpest pencils up, you know, kicking in them doors and all.
Right.
That's why as soon as you show a little bit of intelligence in that law enforcement, they'll be able to push you up to some detective or make you in command or some kind of thing, because the barrel is at the pick at the bottom of the barrel that going in there. It's just dumb and just can't do nothing else but just be a brute animal, man.
That's a lot.
An absolute animal. Salaki, go ahead.
Yes, a clear up. We talking about you oppressors. You know what I mean? You brothers, you know what I mean? You all, you know what I mean, get out of there. You know what I mean? Or you'll get lumped in with these oppressors who just, you know what I mean, mentally slow. You know what I mean? Salaki Khan.
No, I just wanted to say, man, if that was happening, if this was happening to white people, all what's happening to us, if it was happening to any other race, it would be utter rebellion. It would be a full-out revolution in this place. If white people was getting killed like this, you see what they did to the Capitol over a vote, over their voting system. Imagine what they would do if this was happening to their people. They would be killing these cops in the streets. They would be how they bombed threatened the university. They'd be bombing these cops. They'd be blowing up police stations.
Imagine this happened to one of the Asians.
Right.
You know the kind of political and economic strain that they'll put on America. A whole figure, Nelson figure 4 stranglehold. They'll put on America over opening one Asian's door wrongfully and shooting him.
Right.
Brother, they will go to war with that thing. The embassies is going to retaliate. All the Chinese businesses, the Chinese Association, which in every major city have a certain percentage of the economy, is going to retaliate.
Right.
Them cops is definitely going to go down for murder. We want them cops. No, listen, we're going to open back up business, but that, I'll take 2. The first 2 through the door, you had to put them up.
Right. So lucky. And that's what that cat earlier, King Jacob, don't understand. When we kill each other, it's a crime. But when other nations start to kill you, it's an act of war.
You damn right.
You don't understand the dynamic of nationhood. You don't understand it. Like, we have our own problems, and we're gonna deal with those problems internally.
That's right.
But there's no right for another nation to target us the way they do. You understand? You start doing that to any other nation. You see, like you said, Captain Mashak was talking about the Chinese. You think you can't get a rental car because of microchips? You won't be able to get no chip. You with no chip or hard, no chip anything.
Nothing.
They will cut off the chip. They'll raise the price of the chips off of what you're doing to hurt them. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot.
You listen. You so right. If I could get one scripture here too, give me the one in Ezra, please, 13. You know, as we get a little bit more as well. I don't know if they have any more. It looked like this sister here was giving them the business in this damn press conference. Let me just play a little bit more of her. They put, I don't know if this is the chief or what. Yeah, go ahead.
I rewind the tape. It don't look like a gun. As I was looking at it closer, it looked like more one of those big remote controls.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I need another angle on that. Listen, even if it is a gun, I need another angle. Because when it's them, they go through all lengths to protect their road. I damn near how to see through a black eye. I need to see through a black and a brown eye now. I can't trust them.
is seen. And it is in those moments that you hear gunshots ring out from officers. Take a listen to the interim police chief as she begins to try to explain the mentality in those moments.
You're forced to make a split-second decision about when it's a threat.
No, do not. Okay, I'm not a threat. I don't have a gun. Okay, don't treat me like I'm a threat. This is what I would call the anatomy of a cover-up.
There.
This is unacceptable. I'm sorry, it is. You all had no business agreeing to carry out a warrant, and now you're claiming that's part of their investigation. You don't know. Well, why the did you all sign up to do this in the first place?
Now, a spokesperson for the St. Paul Police Department did tell us that the investigation where this warrant stemmed from, that again, Locke was not named in, is still an active one at this point. We know later this morning the family attorneys, Benjamin Crump and Jeff Storms, are expected to hold a press.
Benjamin, good night. Listen, let's read about the real attorney, please, Zach, if you don't mind.
His body cam video shows.
Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 36. And Zion shall come and shall be showed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
Like this is what we're building in here, the nation of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And this is a kingdom builded without hands, not like how you had the slaves that built in America. The building we doing is in the spirit of black men, Hispanic men, Native Indian men, women, and children. We done stealing them back from your empire, your sinful empire. And we build in Zion, which is the spirit of Christ. Keep reading.
And this, my son, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations.
And this, my son, meaning Yahushua the Christ, the one who you call Jesus Christ, he will rebuke your wicked inventions, from your war machines to your philosophies, to whatever it is you divide against the 12 tribes of Israel. He is going to charge you for what you've done. Like how the sister said, this is a cover-up, and you go get Benjamin Crump, you better go get Yahushua. You better go get a real goddamn lawyer who crying day and night, sighing and crying on your behalf before the Most High, in front of your accuser Satan, in the spirit and in the flesh. Keep going.
And this, my son, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest.
And for their wickedness, they are going to fall into the storm of the Lord. They're going to fall into the wrath and the vengeance of the Lord. Like that there, Ash, I see exactly what you're saying. That's a big ass piece there. That got to be, I don't know what the hell, a big old 45. Something else, but I need more angles to say that that's a gun there. But they for sure going to, because of their wicked lives. Like look at this. And this is supposed to be a white woman, a woman with fellow compassion that's supposed to have compassion on another woman that suffered a loss. And she looking at her like, okay, Negro, you done? You done? You want a hug? What you want to do? Like they look at us like such something less. Only the Most High and Christ could really bring judgment to them. Only. Keep reading.
Come on. And shall lay before them their evil thoughts.
And shall do what?
And shall lay before them their evil thoughts.
And shall do what?
And shall lay before them their evil thoughts.
Like this lawyer we have called Yahushua, brother, he's going to lay before them their evil thoughts. Which is why you trying to take vengeance into your own hands now is absolutely futile. Like Christ is going to lay out everything they did, they're doing, and that they plan to do. He's going to lay it before them. Like this sister saying here, you ain't had no business over there. And that's who we are. We're not into the policies that they put in place and the little word play they put in place. You ain't supposed to be there. What you was doing there, somebody's going to lay that out for you. Van Dyke, who shot Jaquan McDonald, why did you listen? You could have aimed low. Why didn't you all stop shooting? Why didn't you all practice this type of fire? You had tasers. You had this. You had that. You bombing cities. You lynching people. You doing this. You doing that. He is going to lay before them what the crimes. He's going to lay before them the crimes that they have done to us. Keep going.
Okay. And the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented.
And that's the nice part. That's the nice part. Not only will he tell them of their crimes, but he is going to tell them their punishment like a good judge. Like a judge come and sentence you, I sentence you to this. But listen, you're going to serve 400 years of slavery. You're going to be tied up and whipped. You're going to be killed tomorrow. He's going to lay before them the torments which they will be tormented. Because this oppressor right here, he only understands one thing and one thing only. That's when he's on the end of the stick. That's when he's on the other side of it. That's when you really, now he's talking to his soul. Look at her. You think she said she want to go home quick and eat more cocoa-puffs?
And look how red she is. She got red quick. When that sister starts speaking, look at her face. It's like the Bible says, it's gonna be covered in shame, man. Like look, like they can't even, like the sister is just going off, and she know what she's saying is the truth. Yep. She knows. I guess she flash mobbed the press conference. Popped up on the press conference. But for sure, and Minneapolis, I think them ashes still hot from all what happened with George Floyd, ain't it?
Yep, from George.
Like so,
Floyd.
it's gonna. I mean, look, it's gonna get ugly over there.
Yes, it's not gonna be good for them. It's not gonna be good. Let me get some more, if you don't mind.
Which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto me.
All right, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto fire. Like the Lord gonna make light work of this thing here. Like for all the evil you have done, all the innocent of us, or not innocent, all those of us you've killed unjustly. All the lives you done taken away, the children you done violated, the woman you done raped and set on fire. This is going to return on your head. And it's going to be right because you've earned it. You done earn this thing. You absolutely earned it. Like Christ is an absolute righteous judge and one hell of a lawyer. And that day, you're gonna really see the soul of our oppressor. You see how they're sitting up there all pensive. Look at the reporter on the left. He all pensive looking, and she looking all like she interested. And they get some young black boy. I ain't never seen him before. Usually the CNN correspondents, they recycle them. I ain't never seen this fool here before. But they get some young brother to come on there and act like he's so care and he's so, he feels. He has some sort of feeling for people. When Christ come back, you all are going to see real punishment and justice. Right. You're going to really, really feel it, and it's going to be right. Let me get the last two verses, please.
Verse 40.
39?
39, okay. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him.
Right, and as he's punishing them, you're going to see him gather another multitude unto him. Keep going.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Say it again.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Say it again.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Go ahead.
Which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea.
This is for anybody who think we going anywhere without the so-called Hispanic and Latino tribes. Like King Jacob from before. What, the anti-black races? What? When Christ comes back, you want Christ to come back and destroy your oppressor? Well, guess what? While he's destroying your oppressor, those 10 tribes who you find it so hard to love are going to be gathered onto that black king, that nigger king called Yahushua. And just for your information, the Hispanics and Latinos are black too, dummy. You just can't speak Spanish.
Damn right. Damn right, Cap.
Can't speak Spanish.
Damn right, Cap.
That was it.
Yes, sir. If I could say one thing, Cap. You know what I mean? And this just goes to show, us also too, that that our oppressor, he looks at us as not as individuals. Like we try to look at each other as individuals, not him.
Right.
He don't care. He don't care whether you're a good black man. He don't care about your character. He does not care. You understand? He just see you being black, you a problem. I'm gonna kill you. Yep. You understand? Which which let you know. You understand that you fighting an enemy here, like an enemy who really don't care who you are. He just know that you are black and you are an enemy. That's why they was putting the putting bomb scare in these HBCU schools. you are black and you are enemy of the state. You are enemy of the state to him. You know what I mean? Like you go to a press conference, the mother there, you telling me you ain't shedding a tear and apologizing for what these criminals did. You not apologizing. You ain't like saying yes, so and so. This, you know what I mean? I'm very sorry for your loss. You not apologetic. You nothing like that.
Right.
You ain't showing no sort of compassion for what these criminals just did. Nah. You know what I mean? No.
So like Arawad, you're just saying how the brother was a licensed gun holder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The brother, like if that even was a gun, you know, he had a right to have one. But
yes,
on me, brother, I don't know. Cause what do you think? You think he had it?
I think he was trained the way he had his finger.
He had it on the slide.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I think that's he had his finger on the channel button, and that's just a big black remote.
It could be that.
I think that's what I think. That's what I think. You're not going to charge my clients with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody trying to defend the devil tonight. That brother dead and in the grave.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like he didn't have no gun. What the hell are you talking about? What you doing in there in the first place?
Right. He didn't have to die like that. He didn't have to.
Okay,
you know,
and listen, this is the thing. If it's a no knock and you have the key to the apartment, why not just go in the daytime? Like the night is to catch the person by surprise when they're home. So you kick in the door. But if you have the key, why not just ask the landlord, well, what time they come back? And go and sit in the apartment and wait.
Right. They wanted to kill him. Whoever they was going for, they wanted to kill them.
Just go sit there. You go in there, lock the door back, sit with the landlord, and as he coming, and they do that with to catch a predator.
Yep.
Nigga come in there hot with a rope and hot wax and M&Ms for the little 12-year-old. He gonna try to rape. And he comes through the door and the nigga walk out of the room with the camera. Yeah, you so and so. You was gonna have a 9-year-old.
Cap, what you saying is so right. Even the cheaters camera crew do a better job than they do with raiding. The cheaters know when to catch it. You know what I'm saying? They pull up, okay, they're right there. Okay, go, pull it, hit the light. You know what I'm saying? They know even the cheaters or the catch a predator do a better job than they do with law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous, man. Like this brother here, and it's happening. So many that go on that remain nameless that we don't hear about, especially in the South and these different areas. I mean, it's just tons of them, man. They just get swept under the rug, get put in a file, and get sent back, to have an internal investigation, whatever the hell that is. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna investigate yourself when you under the scrutiny of the public eye, and you don't want to fall out for the police union getting sued? So of course you can't investigate yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's a conflict of interest. I
mean, perfect scripture was in Lamentation where it said they hunt our steps, we can't go. You know what I mean? Like this here is, you know what I mean? This was a hunt. You know what I mean? And it's almost like a catch-22 in a way, whereas, you know what I mean, you have your gun to defend, you know what I mean, your home. Now you telling me, you know what I mean, they're showing you, you know what I mean, the people who's supposed to help you defend your home, they're coming in and killing you at the same time. It's almost like, you know what I mean, what the hell you gonna do?
Listen, brother, they pulled Saddam Hussein out of a hole. Saddam.
Right.
Out of a hole.
Right.
They went in Bin Laden's house, brother, and shot the men and spared the women. They didn't shoot his wives and daughters and nieces and them.
Right.
So they could have that type of training and restraint. But shit, you know you're coming in at night when people sleeping, and this is what you do. Like you, the devil, you all 5 letters of that thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You all 5 letters of it. Okay, I know I watching the time, huh? You want to hit a little bit on Whoopi before we roll out?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, man. It's just a few minutes on Miss Goldberg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me just try and get that that thing. No, the statement with what she said. That's what I really want to really want to get. I don't think I heard the statement. I just, heard people mention the statement.
The second statement is is where she really explained what she was trying to say. The second statement she made. That first statement, the oppressor was, playing dumb, like they wasn't understanding what she was saying. You know what I mean? The black people knew what she was saying.
Yeah, I need to. Still this day, I only read certain things that she said, but I ain't really hear exactly what she what I ain't heard it for sure, but I understand what it is she was saying though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if this is it.
You have a video? I'll send it the one where
confirm this suspension and release.
Yeah, please send me that one. I don't know what this one's saying.
It's not about race. The Holocaust isn't about race. It's not about race. What is it about? Because it's about man's inhumanity to man.
Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended.
Okay, that sound like that's the original one, or that's the second one?
That's the first one.
That's the first one.
ABC's The View for 2 weeks after those controversial comments to the state as apology and stands in solidarity. Wednesday's discussion about a welcome to several prominent
representatives undoubtedly are a race, but they are with a quote from
the CEO Jonathan Greenblatt.
The first page of Mouse, the book you were talking about yesterday, Whoopi, it opens with a quote from Hitler, and literally it says, "The Jews undoubtedly are a race, but they are not human."
Goldberg issued this apology on Monday night. Quote, "On today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. I should have said it is about both. I stand corrected. The Jewish people around the world have always had my support, and that will never waver. I'm sorry for the hurt that I have caused."
I sent it to your email there. Wait, coming out where she's saying it. On I think that she was on some talk show, and she explained what she was actually trying to say. You know what I mean? When she said the Holocaust wasn't about race.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely try to pull it, but
She was on Stephen Colbert's show explaining that, sir.
Say again?
She was on that show with Stephen Colbert. That was the show she was on explaining that.
Because if they want to say Jewish is a race, then we got to say what transgender is a what gender. I don't know how they want to take it.
I can't play. This one is from them, the mafia called NBC News. They're gonna copyright every goddamn. But it's
if we can play the audio.
Yeah, I ain't touching that shit.
When we talk about race, it's a very different thing to me. As a black person, I think of race as being something that I can see.
Head to tvline.com for more, and let us know your take in the comments.
Okay, this is when she talking and trying to explain the thing.
Yeah, she explained what she meant by it wasn't about race.
Listen, she for anybody who who wondering, for sure, she was absolutely right.
All right.
The Holocaust, if the Holocaust is about race, then the Bloods and the Crips is about race.
Right.
And then the conflict between the Latin tribes and the so-called Negro is about race. Like Simeon and Levi is a racial thing.
Right.
If the Holocaust was race, if it was about race, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like Whoopi, all of them, they need to just come and listen to the UPK, and what she should have said is the Holocaust is not in the Bible. You is not the Jew. Like that's where it needs to really go. But for a celebrity and somebody in the world, for a short second, Whoopi, you remembered, how to be strong and black and talk the truth for what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with race. Hitler, even if he described them as a race, it's, that's his categorizing of them for whatever they were oppressing the Germans. But that is straight white on white crime. That is, if the Holocaust is about race, then America's general election between the Democrats and the Republicans is about race.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And she should have doubled down on what it was instead of apologizing. she should have absolutely doubled down on it and not apologize.
Yeah, and you could see the third time she went on, when she went back on the View, you could have seen that she was reading the prompter. It didn't actually come from her. They told her to go say, you go say this out there. You know what I mean? And she went and how to put it, like went back completely on her word. You know what I mean? Which lets you know what I mean? You could be all academia. You know what I mean? You could try to do the academic way, the political way.
Right.
There's no doing it, you know what I mean? Not when it comes to your oppressor.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just stand aside and let Commander GEN.YAHANNA and his soldiers, his prophets, take care of this, man. Just stand aside.
And,
You know
and
what I mean?
also, too, if I could, you can't apologize to an animal.
Right.
Like if a dog is barking and frothing at the mouth in your face, you can't say, I'm sorry, and expect the dog to stop. That apology is means to go in more. And they're gonna go in on us. Like, I'm gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the reports coming out of all her sexual deviancy, all her problems, some tax evasion, something. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes next.
So Salaki, if I could, and it's just the hypocrisy of white people. Like they would, like those same white people get in front of the camera and say they don't see race, but then get mad at Whoopi Goldberg when she says she don't see race.
Right.
Right.
Like those same people get up and they said all the time, we at camp.
Yep.
It's all about. It's not about color. It's about I'm human. We all bleed red. Well, when she said the same thing, when it comes, which lets you know that they want to control the narrative.
Yes.
They want when it comes to their race, they have to decide how and when and what and where you tell their story.
Exactly.
They're not gonna let you tell the Jewish Holocaust for you to refashion how the history of it. Right. But when it comes to us, we have to constantly explain why we need to exist as a people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to explain our humanity, but they don't grasp it. But they do grasp it when you're talking about other white people.
Yeah.
Right.
And they show you the hypocrisy. Slaki, sir.
And Salaki Kahan for cutting you off. That's like what they're trying to teach us in school with by saying the slavery was the Atlantic migration.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're trying to rewrite our narrative, and we, ain't nobody kicking up a storm saying, nah, you can't teach that. You can't teach in the school. Teach the kids them what you did. You all went and kidnapped. You all went and, you all went and put black people in chains, put them on boats, and forcefully put them in captivity.
Right.
Right.
Say what it is, but you want to, you open a book, a college book, and you read about slavery. You would think, niggas came across here on a vacation.
Right.
Right.
You'll think that, and they just, decide to go on Joe Blow plantation and just work for nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We work out, for nothing. But not when it comes to them. When it comes to them, however they said the narrative, that's it. You know what I mean? People ask them who insured the boats for slavery.
Exactly.
We don't want to. That was long ago. You need to forget about it. You know what I mean? Tell us we need to forget about it. But when, when we bring up, true to what really transpired, nah, something, you insensitive. You did, you that. No, you're going to get suspended for 2 weeks.
Salaki.
Yep. Go ahead, Salaki. Yeah.
Salaki, Kevin, I mean to cut you off. Salaki.
Go ahead.
No, it's the ironic part that they will cancel your behind on Black History Month. And see, this is the thing. This is the whole thing about it, right? Okay, you want to say, okay, it's not about humanity, it's about race. Okay, fair enough. So let's talk about critical race theory.
That's where I was going.
Now we're back. Now we're on this racial carousel. See, they can't pick and choose. See, they can't run. They didn't lie themselves all the a person like these people didn't lie themselves back to the truth. Like they on a racial carousel. Okay, so it is. Okay, we can all agree that it's about race. Well, now let's discuss critical race theory. Oh,
Right.
you don't want to discuss that when it comes to us. But see, this is where they didn't put their foot in their mouth with Whoopi Goldberg. You understand? Because now those Jewish people who defend that and say it's about race, well then now let's talk about race all the way around now.
Listen, if I could, it's not about. Let's stop teaching us about race because you're making the Germans feel bad.
Right.
That's right.
The German, what was the German Prime Minister? Angela Merkel.
Yeah.
Right. Angela Merkel, she wasn't around the concentration camps. You know, Steinberg. She wasn't around over there in Spielberg.
Right.
All them little, German boys and girls growing up now in Deutschland, and saying Wunderbar. They wasn't around in the concentration camps. So let's stop saying it was about race because you're making German people feel bad.
Damn right. Damn right.
Listen, BMW stocks is dropping because, you saying the Holocaust was about race. And I like BMWs. I like Mercedes-Benz. I like Volkswagen. I like a good German.
Right.
But you steady there teaching that the Holocaust was about race is only hurting German people.
That's right.
What about the German people who was born in, what about the Gen Z Germans?
Right.
Who they never even heard about Buchenwald.
Right. German chocolate cake.
Right, German chocolate cake. Don't Oktoberfest.
Right.
Don't that deserve to live like everybody else? The Holocaust, we have to stop teaching the Holocaust was about race because that's critical race theory. It's
that's
not
right.
fair to the Germans. Poor Germans, brother. Let's get some pictures of some of these Germans. Poor Germans, they're trying to live and enjoy their life. And you over here talking about something that was years ago that had nothing to do with race. It's absolutely crazy.
Right.
It's absolutely crazy. It's insensitive to the Germans. It's absolutely wrong. Because I pull up a quote, pull up a quote for me, with how they talk about how critical race theory affects white people today.
So like it too, Cap.
Go ahead.
Cap, that sound like identity extremists. If you're gonna say it's not about humanity,
right?
If you don't just say it's about race, then it sounds like, okay, you say Hitler classified you as a race, but what did you classify us as?
Right.
What did they classify? See, you can't pick and choose which one you want to do when it's come to race.
Mm-hmm.
And see, they didn't play that like the Lord said. He gonna confound them at their own words, their own mouth gonna confound them, because now they want to cancel Whoopi Goldberg over her saying what most actors use Hollywood people say when it comes to race or politicians. It's not about race. It's about we all mankind. It's about humanity.
That's right.
But no, they want to be in a special class of their own. They want to be treated differently. They wanted special treatment.
Right.
And evidently, Salaki,
I don't mean to cut you off, but when that whole Holocaust, right? You really check it. It ain't no different than the Civil War. It was about economics. It was about money. You understand? One group of people, one group of Caucasians was getting what? Was more wealthy than the other set.
Right.
You understand? And they decide to go to war. When it comes to the oppressor, they go to war with each other over money.
Right.
That's it. You understand? It had nothing to do with, if they want to say it had nothing to do with race, basically. It's economics.
Right.
You know what I mean? They put it like that. You want the truth? That's the truth right there.
And
were oppressing the so-called Germans.
Right.
And Hitler, you know what I mean? He loved his people. So if you want to look at it that way, look at it that way too.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I want the world to look at it this way. look at these is modern German people who has nothing to do with a concentration camp.
Right.
During Oktoberfest. This is 6 million people come to Germany every year for Oktoberfest, which is like a folk fest, which is that old school German culture. They call it Volksfest or Volksparty or something like that, where they just drink a ton of beer and do funny old dances. And you trying to put the stain of the Holocaust on these good old German folk.
Right.
They
Love
never
them.
put nobody in no oven.
Right. Love them.
They never wear no Gestapo boots.
Right.
They never wore no swastika. Look at them just having fun. Look at how unfair could you be to label an entire generation of people. Look at him here. Look at this one here, dancing with his woman, and you want to make him feel bad because somebody, one man in the past make a soap out of your granddad. You can't blame an entire race of people for what one man did.
Right.
You can't do it. Look, you disrupting the little partying with the little funny old clothes. They're having fun.
So, like, if I could, Kevin, and when she said that there was 2 races of white people, that struck a nerve with them.
Yes.
Because what do they say about black people? Black people sold black people into slavery.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, when you look like they couldn't take it. It was like Whoopi, and Whoopi said it, and it was like, oh hell nah. You not gonna say we are responsible for our own destruction?
Right.
No. That sounds too much how the narrative we gave niggas that they sold themselves in Africa. So it was just black people doing it to black people. So she said it was white people doing it to other white people. And that struck a chord with them. And Hitler, what Captain Nythok said, if you study Hitler, leading up to his rise to power, he was campaigning against the economic destruction of Germany. The unemployment rate, I mean, there were so many unemployed Germans, and the Jewish people was making all that money. When he rose to power, unemployment went to 0 with the Germans.
Right.
Went to 0. You know what I'm saying? Which gave him power. He started putting people in military posts. He was doing all kind of campaign. They had a whole propaganda, and he built up those German hatred against those people because of the poverty they were in economics. You know what I'm saying? So that was sorry, Cap.
If I could too, just for the general public listening, by no means are we saying what Hitler did was right or he was
right.
Right.
He was an evil bastard. And, the Lord was against him and he was a coward. You let somebody come and, yikwab you out the economy, you don't deserve to have one. You know what I mean? The Jewish man didn't oppress them with guns and all. They didn't go in there and, roll some tanks down the street. He said, right. Make a deal and you said yes.
Right, they made the deal.
You know what I mean? But you still can't, you still can't put a blanket over a whole nation over the acts of one man.
Right.
Many years ago. So you mean to tell me because one man did this, the Germans can't enjoy a beer?
Right.
A Jewish man?
Right.
It's time to forgive.
Right.
It's time to let the Holocaust go. The Holocaust Museum. Go ahead, let the Holocaust go.
Yeah.
The Holocaust Museum is an ever-reminding monument to the unfortunate shame of one man that's cast on a whole entire nation of people.
Right.
That is such a heinous thing. You build a monument to cast. There's German babies that's not even born yet that's going to be shamed by that Holocaust Museum, and that's unfair, Jewish man. That's unfair, Finkelstein. That's absolutely unfair.
And if I could, Captain Shock, and what about all the Jewish people who were co-collaborators with Hitler? See, they don't. When they really get into this thing, they don't want.
They don't want none of that.
What about those that were co-collaborators with the Nazi Party to send their own people on trains?
Right.
Nobody want to talk about that. Go, Salaki, Cap.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about George Soros, who, for example, is a Jewish man.
And did that whole Black Lives Matter thing.
They don't want to talk about when it comes to them, right? It was horrific, but they don't want to talk about the horrific dealings that they have bringing drugs into black neighborhoods. That part, no.
Right.
That part that don't get touched, right? They had a hand in the drug trade. They had a hand in the slave trade. None of that was horrific. Only thing horrific was what Hitler did to them. Everything else don't really matter. None of them talk about displacing families in New York City because they own all the goddamn buildings. Meanwhile, blacks and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans got to live in the street or in some kind of shelter. You know, that's not horrific enough. You know what I'm saying? That's not terrible. But every year, we got to get reminded of what horrible times they had during the days of Hitler. And yet, they run everything to this day.
Right.
You know?
They just want to make sure Whoopi don't make Sister Act 4.
Right.
they say that bitch had enough.
That's
right. Captain, that's what they were looking for. Now it seemed like they were looking for that opportunity. Because if you look at other shows with different topics, it seemed like those women always had an issue with Whoopi there. Sometimes they would come out and argue. So this was that perfect opportunity.
I mean, whatever it is, she gonna have to stand on her own with that one. But we gonna still be in them trenches. We gonna still be on the streets. We gonna still be all over the world, all over the airwaves, breaking this thing down, honoring our fallen forefathers and foremothers, and fighting for a future for our children, and shaming the oppressor and his children. Like
that's right.
Like we don't like you have that Zuckerberg doesn't create the alternate verse, the metaverse. We living in your place, but we ain't from here, and we don't live in your kingdom. We in here, but we not of here. We done erected a whole new spiritual plane where our families, our lineage, our children are absolutely different.
Right.
Absolutely different, and they understand one precious fact: the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks of. It's so precious in the earth. You know what I mean? I know this was a late one to Wada for rocking with us. You know, and once again, big up Commander GEN.YAHANNA for making everything possible for us. You know what I mean? With his badass team of generals, General Hyman, General Mayak, General Hazayan, missing tonight again, General Shauma, General Katongaba, and General Kudu, rocking it out once again. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the brothers for coming through. Captain Nantha, Captain Kahan, Captain Ashaparium, Officer Kazak. You know what I mean? Ran through some good topics. You all like and share. Kahan, take us out. You know you like to do them announcements, man. Put some, put some Jew on that shit. Put some Jew on that.
Already, Cap. You know what I'm saying? The UPK, we doing it in a major way, man. You know we right. You need to hit like. If you really care, you need to hit share. You know, we got the Passover coming up, man, this year in Florida, man. Make sure you get your pay your Passover fund. Go to ISUPK.com, man. We're gonna have the itinerary up soon, man. Go ahead and book your hotel. I mean, man, you're gonna want to be there, man. So make sure you pay your tithes, send in your donations to support the UPK. You see, we bringing you all this heavy content and the Lord's perspective on this thing, man. So make sure you do that, man. We doing the Lord's work over here. Make no mistake about it, man. You know what I'm saying? The UPK, we not number one. We the only one.
All right, y'all don't forget. Appreciate that too, Kahan. Y'all don't forget BLACKWATCH every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern with Commander GEN.YAHANNA live and direct, man. Live and direct. With damn near the Knights at the Round Table by now. That's what I call everybody on that panel. Live and direct every Monday night, 9 p.m. Also every Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, General Hyman scripture breakdown class. You know what I mean? Come and learn the truth. Come and get your mind definitely right. You learn the mysteries of the Bible that, you know, what was once hidden from the wise and prudent is revealed to the babes and the suckling straight out of that class. You know what I mean? You know, we had the Passover coming up. Pay your tithes. Rock them up. Well, we had the other radio shows. I like to count them down to Monday morning, 10 a.m. Let a Hebrew Speak. Y'all know we have Let a Hebrew Speak every Monday morning at 10 a.m. At 12 noon, we have Syracuse with The Hidden Truth Revealed. 12 noon, 12 to 2, Hidden Truth Revealed. Wednesday at 11 a.m. we have Ask Ye the Prophets with 12 Sheep Jeremiah, the man who make a Jewish boy cry. If you don't know who that is, you know what I mean? Jewish Tears on Ice. That should be the name of the damn thing. Right. You know what I mean? At 11 in the morning, Ask Ye the Prophets. Wednesday night, Commander Gen.YAHANNA again for BLACKWATCH, the Autopsy of America. That's the name of the Wednesday night show. The Autopsy of America. You'll go to blackwatch.news as well, and all them videos be up there. If you ever miss one, if you ever couldn't catch one, they're right there on that website. Thursday, right after Scripture Breakdown class, yeah, Cross the Line Radio with damn near Joshua and Caleb reincarnate into Zariah. And I shouldn't say that. So like, let's pull that back. Scratch that from the airways. Like, I'm gonna get a call in 3, 2, 1. What do you mean by that? But the brothers roll tight and together. You know what I mean? Judah and Ephraim rocking it out. One of the hottest shows.
That's right.
Entertaining, informative, and just downright addictive. Cross the Line Radio. Check it out every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Thursday. For our time, it will be 1 a.m., I believe. But for West Coast time, it's 10 a.m. You have Gadal and them, the Hollywood Israelite show. Mm-hmm. Right, Hollywood Israelites. I might be getting that name wrong. Check the name of that show for me. Let me get it the right way. Gadal and them show on a Thursday. One West Radio. So like One West Radio, hosted by the Hollywood Israelites. Y'all check them out. Friday, you have Unplugged from the Matrix from I think 2 or 12 noon.
12 noon.
12 noon from I.S.U.P.K down there in North Carolina. I think you gar up with him and Thabawan. I think them be 3 hosts and they be having brothers on as guests. Y'all check them out. You know what I mean? And then skip across the pond at 4 p.m. every Friday, live from UK, man. Live from Big Ben. And that's that old woman who would never die. She win the race with Betty White. She win that goddamn race. You know what I mean? Y'all go check out On the Ends, hang out with the brothers over there in UK. You know what I mean? Learn about all the stories in UK, bro. Talk about the cancel culture. Some white woman come out and with a tape about her black boyfriend forcing her to have sex with him. The team dropped the brother out. The team say you could bring his T-shirt in with his name on the back and get another one.
Damn. Oh, man.
Listen, the video game dropping. They say from now on, you ain't gonna be able to play with him in the video game no more.
Wow.
I say, if that don't teach you to leave, don't play in the snow, nigga. Yeah. Stay inside.
You need a cheat code to make that nigga now. You need a creative player to make that nigga.
And this brother so young. This brother I think is like 19 now. She had
about 20 years.
She had the whole tape with him beating up and until her open her leg. And it's some ugly old white brother. I was like, listen, this brother here, he gonna learn the hard lesson, man. He didn't learn from OJ. He thought he was better. He thought that's a lesson for you tribes too. You'll be watching the tribe of Judah and be asking why. You don't take the white man perspective. That's a little sidebar we've done. And be asking why Negroes in America like this? Why that? And well, my oppressor ain't that bad. And look at you now. It's just like OJ, like Kobe. Listen, there's no separating these 12 tribes, man.
That's right.
You a nigga in UK, in Russia, in America, and the white man is the devil every goddamn one. That's right.
That's right.
You get the point? We have Saturday night, of course, we hear every Saturday night, 9 p.m. sharp. Sunday, we have what's the show? Boot Up or Shut Up Radio with Kahan himself and Awanyala down there from Texas. Like, we lock, stock, and pack, man. And there's more shows coming on, too. Young brothers do putting on more shows coming through. Y'all check them out. Yonkers got one on Sunday as well. You know what I mean? Y'all check them out Sunday evening live on the headquarters channel. Go ahead, Ash.
And also, too, they can check out all the accounts that we have also on TikTok as well. Besides the YouTube.
All the TikTok accounts. Just go to the city, get the TikToks. You know what I mean? Hey, man, listen, we stretched it out as long as we could. We kept you all waiting. We appreciate you all, man. Stephen Bassett, I know you're going to get it right, brother. Don't sweat nothing. Raw War, Kokomo, Indiana. You know what I mean? Unplugged from the Matrix. Shalom, Hebrews. We're going to take it out. See you all at the Passover, man. Pay that Passover fund, man. Let's get it up in here. Shalom. Shalom.
No cowards in our camp, I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right. It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment, and a hotel, you know what I mean? This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grace. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.